Hello, this is Amin, and this is session 17 of ASP.NET Core tutorial. In this session, we are going to talk about views. Actually, a view is a file with cshtml extension that include HTML and embedded Razor code. The CS part of the cshtml is related to programming language. I mean, if I develop my application with Visual Basic, the extension of Vue would be VB HTML. That's why CS is stands for C# programming language. And also the views by default should be located in views folder. Generally, Vue is responsible to present the model data that selected by controller. And if you look at home controller and index action method, the ASP.NET Core is looking for view of index action method within views folder, which should be located in root of project, and after that is looking for a subfolder that should be equal the name of controller, and also name of view should be equal action method. And in this situation, the ASP.NET Core is looking for index view in views folder, home subfolder, and index.cshtml file. This is the default ASP.NET Core behavior, and it can be different, and we can customize this default behavior, and I will talk about customizing this behavior in a further session. And you can change this structure and folders and even name of action method, and it can be different with the name of index or the name of controller. Let's flip to Visual Studio and check this behavior of ASP.NET Core. This is the home controller that I've created in previous sessions. Let me delete detail action method and change result of index to ViewResult, and I don't need these input parameters, and also I should return a view instead of that string. Let's run the project. As you can see, the application is looking for the view in views folder, home subfolder, and index.cshtml. As I haven't created this view, I receive developer exception page. Let's back to Visual Studio and see I haven't created subfolder home inside views, and let's create home subfolder. And within home subfolder creates my view and a razor view with empty template. And its name is index, same as the action method name. I delete the auto-generated code and add an HTML format. You can add it by write HTML and then press tab key. And within the body, I add one h1 tag and reflect the message hello from home index view. Let's save it and run the project again. As you can see, index action method within home controller called index view within home subfolder in views folder, and this is the result of view. As I mentioned, the view is somehow an HTML file with embedded Razor code, but my view here doesn't have any Razor code, but I add Razor code in further session to my view. And also, let's see in controller, my result is a view result. Let's see the definition of view result. As you can see, view result is implemented from action result. And if I go to the definition of action result, you can see is implemented from interface IActionResult. If I keep my result of controller to view result, I should return a view as a result. But if I change it to IActionResult, the result can be a view or even a JSON results and other type of result. That's why I use IActionResult to have more variety of result in my controller. Also, I should add it that for adding views to views folder, for example, for cost controller, I don't need to create subfolder manually. For example, in cost controller, I want to create one view for detail action method. And as you can see, I don't have a cost subfolder within views folder. When I try to create view, ASP.NET Core automatically create the subfolder and create the view inside the proper subfolder. Let's see and prove this thing. First, I should change the result of detail to IActionResult, and I don't need this input parameter anymore. And the return will be view. For facilitating or task, I can right click on the view and select add view, and I select razor empty and add, and I should change its names to detail and press add button. As you can see, automatically cost subfolder created and detail cshtml is created inside the subfolder which is related to the controller name. I delete this auto-generated code and add one HTML. Within the h1 tag, I add this message, hello from cost controller detail action method. Let's save it and run the project again. As you can see, by default, project is launching index action method within home controller. And now I want to route to cost and detail action method. As you can see, the created view is presenting the message that I added to the view. That's it in this video, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and or other social media. The text version of this video is available in description or even on our website. Thank you for watching us.